understand the Earth is to forget ourselves. Well, maybe some have. But a few of us still know. You gotta be willing to put in the time, make the sacrifices, and the hard choices. The job's got its perks, don't get me wrong. The sweet smell of the morning dew, the way the warm sun and the cool breeze can dance across your skin. But don't think it's a game. The farm's got a way of sorting the wheat from the chaff. Just remember to keep your wits about you. You fall, you get back up again. Because this is more than just a job. It's a calling. Who else would choose to wake up early in the morning?
This thing takes a little while to load. Thought about that. Maybe make the intro different. Come on. There we go. It always stops on 65. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on a few things here. And there we go. So this is my little farm. Really that little. I don't know how that works yet. Some of these guys are still just hovering out in the fields. Gonna have to bring them back. It is December. It is time to sell the canola. The canola is highest-ish in December, so that's what we're going for. Current price is $13.59. This is the last truck. It's almost full. I don't know how many I've actually already brought down here, but it's quite a few. We have currently just a small cow barn. We only have 20 animals. because we just started and we don't have really easy, cheap access to everything that we need. Especially straw. I didn't collect the straw on the first harvest because I didn't really think that I was gonna do the cattle thing, but then I did, so then I lost all that straw. But it is what it is. We're moving on. The fields. So I got wheat and canola and barley, and 269 is grass. This area is not really a farm or a field, but it is grass. And it shows up as that color because it thinks it's farm plot now since I mowed it. I guess I could expand 269 to go all the way up to 265. Something we can work on in, I guess, in the winter time. I guess there's not really much plowing in North Dakota in the winter. Everything is frozen, but, you know, we'll take some liberties. And I'm looking to either expand this way or this way. These are two different farm plots. If not three. It's possible that this is one, and this is one. We'll see what money we have. We already spent quite a bit of money. And at this point, it doesn't feel right to inject more money. And with the slow trickle, really, of money that we have playing like seasons, it feels bad to take up a loan and deal with interests and all that shit. So we're just gonna take it slow. We'll do one thing at a time. We'll take some liberty with plowing and stuff. There is a strange issue with how courseplay detects the fields here. Because they are pretty close. And when there's just a teeny little strip of land between two fields, courseplay may not see that and jump the gap. And then you may run into trouble where it can't actually create a field to do any work on. So the work we have to do now in December is just sell off this canola, check on our silage and the feed for the cattle. I don't think we have any amount of milk yet. Oh, it's 4,000 liters. So that's not a lot, but if we want to start doing that, we could, but we're gonna, considering the cost of getting a tanker truck and all that stuff, buying a huge truck for transporting just a little bit of milk isn't really worth it. So we're gonna save it up. which is also, not entirely realistic, but it is what it is. Also, I realized that cattle farm is for raising meat producing animals, not dairy. So technically this is a dairy farm. But we're gonna leave it as it is because I'm planning on putting in another barn for cows, and we can do that one with the cattle. So we'll have both dairy and meat production. But we gotta get stabilized first, where we have enough feed and straw to maintain our current barn. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to mow the grass in December. It would be nice to make some more hay. But if you're doing hay, we're not doing silage. I kind of need both. But I do have some grass to fall back on, so I'm all right with that. Question is, I can buy straw. So I could just go and buy a truckload of it. But we have to see how much they use. So this map is huge, so the drives are long. Next time, start up in this corner. Huh? But I've been here enough, so I know where to drive. And yeah, these fields are huge. So this was one field of canola. I don't remember which one it was. Probably the biggest one that was canola. The one that's now wheat. We also have oats. It's gonna get sold next month, and then sunflowers, which will save until March-ish. So that's nearly 90,000 liters of canola. I wish that traffic, if you turn off traffic, you also turn off the people. Now there's no cars, but there are these people walking in the middle of the road. So it's still early days on in December here. We got time to take care of the cattle. We'll give them some more hay. Straw is doing fine. So we'll see in a little bit and see how it turns out. I really like this double wagon. It's a mod, Randon. Uh, that's probably Italian. It's fine. We don't care. Italian. Italian up here in North Dakota. It's all good. So yeah, and we had to drive from this corner and all the way out there to sell our canola for the best price. It's a bit of a overkill, but I mean, we got to do it. Uh, this is literally the only income we've had. We can see how much money we made on the sale. December. Harvest income, so just about 1 million. So that's pretty good. But it's like the only income we had. I mean, this is the first season, so what is it? Start in August, I think. Start in July or August. Our first income, and now we're gonna get a little bit more here in January. So yeah, we can't just willy-nilly sell it. We have to maximize our profits here because there's a lot of money that's gonna go into um, spinning up this ranch. I mean, we could also just set up our own little dairy thing to process down the milk rather than driving it off to wherever. We have a few options. But I guess if you start making cheese and stuff like that in the production lines, then you're gonna have to deal with loading and unloading pallets, and there's nothing I despise more than doing that. Some of the auto load stuff is really quirky as well. I don't want to deal with that either. But not all the land here is very suitable for farming. The the hills here are pretty steep right in this section. So we probably won't be doing anything here. I mean, the land is probably cheap and there's probably a lot of stuff you can do with it, at least on the right side here. It's nice and flat. And then this looks like a nice spot for a farm. Adding this to my barn would be nice. 268 status. That's the next one over, isn't it? Yeah. So adding this. You can see that it's like white river that goes in there. That's where I separated the field to 269 from the other grass area and the other field. Because if I don't, then it detects that whole area. And I haven't actually tried to see if course plays kind of sorted it out now. The border should be okay. I would just put down some gravel. It's pretty cool. We do have some straw bales there, but that's not suitable for laying down on the bedding, I guess, for the cattle. We're just gonna park this outside because we can. We don't really care if it's perfect or not. All right, so that's that. But we only really got like 20 cows, so it's not really huge for now. There's enough food for all of them. We let the TMR build up, I think. It is kind of slow how this thing works. But there is enough straw and silage here for now. I do have this is grass, and this will be silage very soon. And we can take some of these bales. Got quite a bit from this field over here. So here's our little gravel path. I could mow now, but I probably wouldn't get much out of it. So I just wonder what happens if you go down on this field here now and say, hey, create get some work done. We don't have to fertilize, it's fully fertilized. Yeah. So now you can see it actually did it. The last time I tried here, it gave me an error message, couldn't do it. All right, we're just gonna put this away. As far as I know, everything is yeah, everything is fully fertilized, so you don't have to deal with that. And I think I rolled everything. Yeah, except for like little small strips of. And we did some mulching, I think. Yeah. These fields are too big to mulch. They're just, it's crazy trying to do that. You're gonna be just driving around for days. It's a little weird. The instant wash mod doesn't clean everything that's attached to you. It only does a little bit. So it only does the first attachment. So sometimes you gotta wash twice. All right, let's speed up the time a little bit because we can't do anything with this silage for another few minutes. We are digging into the grass though. So I'm kind of wondering if we should just if we should make some hay, just mow it and say, screw it. We're just gonna take what a little harvest we get out of it and make hay. Gonna have to fix the hill here, I guess. A little sad that you can't really, if you want to, like, do just like grass fed. That's weird. Why didn't it take the... Why didn't it take the grass? Because it's full. That's why. We'll put them back then. They'll probably just gonna have to do... Ouch. Alright. We'll come back for that one. It's a little rough with the keyboard staring, but it works out. Yeah, like I was saying, it's a little sad that you can't do like fully grass-fed. It really doesn't like that. You gotta, it's like you have to give your cows TMR or they won't thrive at all. Alright, so the question is, what do we have for grass equipment? I need a tether. And I don't see that I have that. Um, 9, 8, 17. Alright, we're gonna just buy this one. Oh, damn it, there it was. All right. So we're gonna put that down here. To my understanding, we should be able to mow this and get some production. All right, it won't do that. It includes this. Probably because it isn't fully closed off there. But you know what? That's okay. We can mow that whole thing. Let's first see how it does. All right, it doesn't do anything. All right. You have to wait. And it jumps the gap here. So it takes this field and that field and makes it into one. So let's put in some more gravel. Like so. Okay. Try it now. I mean, it's not like we have anything else to do, really. All right, so now we're definitely on this field. And you can now see the outline behind here. Yeah, perfect. 100% what we wanted. I don't know if I can go over here and do the same thing. See if I can, if it has made a it does. Look at that. It's outlined. Perfect. So what we can do is we can shape this thing a little bit better. We can plow it up and plant it properly. We can get like a decent straight line here, maybe. But that's kind of expensive. All right, so the feeding of the cattle is done. Since they're full now, we're just waiting for the TMR to fill up as we go. And there isn't much else to do for the month of December. I should get a cleaner. Should put a tether away, but I don't care right now. Right, so let's just speed through the day. We can probably just go and sleep right away. No problem. Um, so every hour on the hour, this thing will top off with TMR. The only thing we didn't look at was it's the do we have the silage now? Yeah, we do. All right. So before it gets completely dark, let's top off some of that silage over there, because that seems to be the deciding factor whether we're getting actually getting TMR or not. Obviously, we need to have at least hay and silage, but considering the fact that this bay is twice the size of the other two, it seems to follow that this is the one that matters the most, huh? Well, there it goes. Um, all right, let's fast forward to 4 o'clock. I think mineral feed is required. So that's going to be a problem. Well, not really, but you have to buy a pallet of mineral feed. And we had to buy a pallet fork. All right, so this is gonna have to be the last chore of the day. We're just gonna put this thing down. I'm sure we can buy mineral feed in a different shape, but we have to drive there and bring it back, and it's a lot easier with the delivery service. Even if it costs money. All right, here we go. A little weird that this is mandatory in the TMR here, but it's not if you're mixing it yourself. Especially when we can't really see that there's any difference. In the production. But now the silage, not the silage, the TMR is at 12.4. And then now it's at 13.4. So it puts in 1,000 liters an hour. Just about. This animation is just animation. It doesn't actually have anything to do with the food delivery. The food has already been delivered, which is pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna go find the sleeve trigger. Then we'll see what we can do in January, if it is possible to mow or not. And there we go. And we got a snowman. 3 snowmen. Still on growth stage 2, so we can't mow. One of the things we had to do this month is selling the oats, so we'll take care of that. Here's a robot doing the thing. But I mean, this is just an animation. It has nothing to do with the actual food delivery. As best as I can tell. This should be able to keep up with their food requirements. Their health is good. Still a few months until I start breeding. Oh, the concern, of course, is 39,000 liters. There should be enough hay. It's 39,000 liters. I don't know if there's two numbers on the straw, 33,900 and 44,000. So one is for this and the other one is for the inside. I'm gonna assume that 44,000 is this one because it goes with the silage and the hay kind of in the numbers. Uh, what are the other tanker trailer? 40,000. That's big. Aren't there any other? Thought they were under here. But it doesn't look like it. I thought like there was a smaller one. There are these. This one will transport milk. It's 8,000. And it's a teeny weeny little one. And this one is for the truck. And it's 32,000. MKS 32. The new one that we got, well, not got. The new one that I added is this one, which is 40,000 to 100,000. Oh, that's kind of cool. What are side boxes? Oh, those. Okay. Okay. Ladders. There's a ladder on the back. You know, pipes. Capacity. What does it do for that? Seemingly nothing. All right, we're gonna wait a little bit on that. What we do have to do though is check out our oats. It's literally 2 loads. Cereal, grain. So the spinnery again. For some reason the spinnery wants everything and it's paying more than everything else. And that really sucks because it's so far away. We have snow on, but there's no snow. Although it says it will snow soon. And I'm not going to say that that was perfect, but that was pretty damn perfect. See what happens if it snows. Let's see. Oats. We have 160. 2 loads is 180. So it'll be 1 full load and 1 almost full. I don't think I have any fields that I can really do anything on either. They're all takes a second to update this. They're all growing. They're fully fertilized and everything. There's nothing I can do at this point to improve anything here. 269, we're just waiting for the grass to grow, literally. $268 is very cheap. I think it's only 268 and this land, we'll see in a second when it updates. Yeah, it's only 268 and also this farm area and some, but 266 is a lot more money, but it has this field and these are not plowed up, at least these two areas. But I'm sure they could be. Oh, this is the whole one. Okay. I thought they was split here, but it's not. Another area I was thinking about was these 4 fields up here. Because they're small, but they're, you know, huge still. But they're simple, straight lines, easy to work on, unlike this area. And that's 660,000. That area would give me it's only 2 that's planted. Sunflowers and wheat. We can plant oats and corn. Take a look at that again in February and see what we can do. We may have to do a little bit of landscaping to make it get the fields right. We don't really need to grow corn, but since I have already invested in the headers, it feels like it's a good thing to diversify. All right, so the prices are different enough so that I don't really wanna. I mean, it's like $100 a difference almost, and I think that's enough to get us up there. I really need to buy a washer so I can spray down this vehicle. There we go again. Down the long winding road here. Not exactly winding now, it's pretty straight. It's a little tricky to get started on this map if you don't want the starter farm down in the bottom right hand corner. Because the map is so big, there's no easy, quick way of getting anywhere and figuring out uh, where to go and what to buy and all that. So it took a few reloads of the map to figure out what I wanted and get the fields kind of right. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to buy that $700,000 field up there and get those 4 fields. So 2 of them are already planted, and last 2 we can easily plant in March or April. And we'll get some oats or whatever. And also add to our straw production. Kind of had to figure out what to do with storage for straw because the bedding stuff can't be in bales. So, I mean, you can get one of these um, get one of these things, but you're paying $37,000 for something that you're using like maybe twice a year to put straw on the ground. I don't know. Feels a little excessive, but maybe that's what we have to do. I kind of feel like collecting bales is also really time consuming, especially if you're going over long distances. But I think maybe that's gonna have to be our path forward is getting a small vehicle to basically just break up the straw bales. They are easier to manage. There's no limit on how many you can store. If you get a barn, then it's limited to X number of liters of whatever. So the baler just does what the baler does, and we don't have to wrap them. So maybe that's the solution to the straw bales that we already have. We just toss them in the back of that truck and uh, spread them out on the ground here for the cattle. All right, coming up on the left turn here. Gotta slow down because I tipped over here before. Not pretty. Also nice flat fields up here as well. Where are we at? There, see, there's no separation on these two fields, 10 and 14. Barely any between 14 and 15. Don't know even where 17 is. I guess it would be very convenient to just basically put your farm up here. I haven't actually looked to see. There's a spinnery. There's a bakery, cereal factory. Like they're all here, you know? Don't know what that is. There's a bunch of them right here. So, hey, if you're gonna download this map and play it, consider starting here. You won't have to drive for hours to deliver your grains. All right. Here we go, selling oats. I like how it just runs out. It just runs out, completely cleared. Just fine. And also how they look like coffee beans. Okay. Making money. Don't think you have to worry too much about speed going with no... Yeah, man, look at that. You can have a house by the lake. Got some nice fields here. Maybe there's a farm. There is a farm over here. Yeah, that's the farmer's market. But over here, there's the farmer's market. And then let's just drive in and have a look. Yeah, like right here. You got space for your house. Put in a silo. Sheds and stuff. You're right next to the farmer's market. You can sell there. All you do is drive down right here, straight ahead, to get to the several sell points down that way. Quick ride. Was that gonna set you back if you buy this piece of land? And what do you get with it? Let's see. Well, it's 3.2 million. And you get these 4 fields, which now has nothing on them. That, of course, has to be a consideration when you're buying land, especially when you're first starting, because since you're starting so late in the year, you have to have fields that are planted so you can have something to harvest, so you can get some income. Because otherwise, you're gonna have to basically play through the whole fall and winter with nothing to do. And then come March and April, you start planting again. And that's just not, you have basically 6 months then where you're not doing anything. I mean, yeah, it's not like we're, you know, super busy doing stuff here in December and January, and also not February, probably. I don't have anything to do in February. Maybe sell the sunflowers. I don't have any harvesting in March. That's only going to be planting work and fertilizing. So we can always just have courseplay handle all of that. And then I don't have that I don't have that much. One trip of sunflowers. So that will work for March. It's just February. It's like February is nothing. Maybe I have to move some snow. I don't know. Do a little bit of work with the cows. See how our milk production is going. Got like 7,000 liters. Gonna cost us a pretty penny to get that tanker though, so may want to just wait until it builds up until we can actually get at least, one full tanker load of milk. I'm just kind of forming plans here. Does the weather forecast say anything specific about what happens when? Snow around noon? Gonna snow all day? Well, we should be able to get our deliveries done before noon. Not sure how difficult it's gonna be with the roads if it snows. The downside of that lot with the 4 fields on it, it's pretty far away from my farm. Drive like all the way north on that little road. But I think we'll be fine. I think that's the best way to do it. We can put in, like I said, like oats and corn. Not even sure if I have a planter for corn. I own one. Nope. That's corn, isn't it? No. That's probably sorghum. And to get a special planter for corn. I mean, we could do a soy instead of corn. The same planting season. Okay. I may have to just sell my corn headers then, because it doesn't look like I'm planning to continue with sunflowers and corn. Oh yeah, we'll take care of that. We'll be fine. There we go. Again, I wish we had a little more variation in trucks to get some more torque so we can actually get this thing going. Now let's see if we can get this thing home before noon. Get caught in a snowstorm in North Dakota. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, this definitely is the downside to this thing because it is the distances are a bit much. I mean, we can probably make like a put in like a bakery or whatever, and kind of mill on our own. See what we need for that, but it's just gonna take a lot of money, and I want to focus more on growing what we need for the cattle ranch than for actual grain production. The grain production here is secondary. It's the straw that I need for the feed and the bedding. And well, obviously I need the grain also for income, but so the primaries that we're gonna have to grow is gonna be grass for the grass and hay and silage, and the grains for the straw. We're not getting straw from the. Oh, I have a field of sunflowers, so I gotta make sure I don't sell the. Okay, that sucks. Maybe I can sell them and just lease them back when I need to clean up that sunflower field. Yeah, that's probably the best. So we're growing the grains for primarily straw and secondarily um, for the grain itself to finance the ranch. I don't know how big the ranch needs to be in order to be sort of self-sustaining with just being able to uh, sell the dairy product or the meat. Oh no, I forgot to put the wheel down. Can do that back here too. Carrying all that load on 2 axles. At least the roads are pretty wide here. Let's turn traffic on and see what happens. Probably gonna run into like 2 cars on the whole trip here. I am running with a little bit of simplified rule set here. I don't have any stones. I don't have any weeds. I don't have any need to plow, and I don't have any need for lime. So, we're kind of cutting some corners. Uh, but, kind of want this to be chill and not stressing to fit everything into a month. At least not to start with, because, there just isn't, even starting with a rather big purse, that there's nothing left. I got like $1,000,000 for the canola. I'm getting a couple of 100,000 for the oats. Oh, that felt a little risky. All right, so no cars yet. I think once the ranch has been established a little bit and we're kind of getting in there, we can start with some of the other things, especially like weeds and lime, but we'll just roll them in slowly. Here we go. That's one. And two. I think you can also dump out the back of the last trailer. I haven't checked. I know it looks like you're dumping half of it on the ground, but you know, it's a game. All right, we're gonna probably just auto drive this thing home and let it do whatever it needs to do to get there. I think we're not in a hurry to do anything more with this trailer right now. The rest of January is gonna be just looking at the can't get rid of this line. I don't know what uh I tried using horseplay to not doing anything. All right. I'm guessing he's trying to figure it out, but let's get back on a main road and see if that speeds things up a little bit. Oh wait, the snow is coming in a few minutes. See how that turns out. And how's our cattle doing? Got the straw. We're almost full on food. Here's the snow. That's cheating. You're starting 5 minutes early. And there's cars. I think we saw one just before as well. That's two cars, I think. We're gonna discard the one we thought we saw. Counting that one. All right, so let's try and see if we can set the destination. You can't seem to figure it out. All right, gonna have to drive it home ourselves. Hired help these days, huh? Couple of more cars. We do have our lights on because it's snowing, so it affects visibility. Supposed to be considerate of other people on the road. All right, so there are quite a bit of cars. Which is kind of cool. A little bit weird that the snowflake seems to clip inside the cabin. That's not entirely fantastic, gotta say. I think the game is capped at 60 frames per second, so we're doing 60 frames per second. Not a problem. Did drop a little bit with these cars coming by. May have been a coincidence. Could have something to do with the mirrors. Don't know. I seem to be doing alright. It's pretty cool. You do get a little green light on the dash when you turn the lights on. So there is a little bit of attention to detail when you do this. Not really seeing any snow on the ground yet. It's been snowing for about an hour. I had to pay that hired help $7 for sitting in the cabin for a minute without figuring out how to drive. Guess that's okay. Getting close to home now, so we can soon park this thing and see what else we need to do. Probably gonna sell off at least one of those. Yeah, probably just sell both of the corn headers. I only have that one field with sunflowers, and I might as well just leave the header for that and just run the sunflowers for that one season and switch over to uh, soy or canola or something like that. We can't really produce too much straw either. It's gonna be crazy. All right, we're home. I don't know if there's blinkers on this thing. I don't really care. I have to pull up a little bit so we can get around the fence. We are getting snow now on the ground here. Not sure if it's slippery yet. All right. Well, what do we got? Go and take a look at our cattle thing. We have enough mineral feed for now. 20 animals. They got food. It's a little weird that those things are in red. I mean, yeah, and the grass is in yellow. Oh, does that mean that there's too much grass in here that then should be further down? the TMR now will just keep topping up and then be fine. We'll let them even themselves out. I mean, there isn't anything I can do. I can't take the grass out, so it is what it is. And I don't think there's really anything else that I have to do. Sunflowers. The shocker, the spinnery still has the best prices. So we're gonna sell those in March. February we can plant cotton. I do not want cotton, so we're not doing that. So March and April we're planting oats and soybeans. Those two fields after we bought them. We'll buy them next month. We'll just sleep our way into February. Since we don't have anything else to do, let's just bring this guy home. Doesn't feel slippery. All right, we're just gonna sleep until next month. Sounds crazy, but we can. Here we go. Let's check on our animals. They're full of food. I don't have any hay, so I can't give them anymore, but they're doing fine on the TMR. So that's 60. They're doing okay on straw. I don't think we need to worry about that. Going down a few thousand liters every month, so we don't need too much to fill that up. The concern is though, of course, doesn't feel like the North Dakota winter. The concern though is the mineral feed. We'll have 500 liters, which is enough. 80,000 silage, 42,000 straw, and 36,000 hay. So we're good on all of that. We don't have to worry about it. I think we can just skip February altogether. And just jump right into March and then start seeding those two fields up there that we haven't bought yet. Since both of those are grass fields, we can have one for silage and one for hay. And then we have enough grass for now. We don't have to worry about it. And then with the harvest, um, with the harvest, in June, July, we can fill up this. We can crank this up. The biggest expense with that is going to be the mineral feed. All right, so the dairy takes milk and produces chocolate, cheese, and what's it? Grain mill takes grains and makes flour. Cereal takes grains and makes cereal. There isn't enough information here. On what these are. Hold on, let's do. There's literally zero information on production. Okay, so that's butter. Who knew? Well, now we do. We can make butter and cheese with the milk. That probably comes out on pallets. Cereal, we knew that. Sunflower oil is probably also bottled and out on pallets. So, yeah, I just don't know if doing our own production stuff is really going to be beneficial here, because there's just going to be like way too much stuff. What does it say? 11,000 liters, and it's like that's nothing. I need 1,000,000. Smallest one is 51,000. So yeah, we're a way away from doing that. Other than repairing vehicles, which I don't care about right now, there isn't anything else you can do. Gonna go and sleep away February, and then we're gonna start March, and we'll buy that field, and we'll see where it goes from there. The assumption is that it's still gonna be for sale, and it's still gonna be Okay, it's slippery. I'm gonna say it was slippery and that's why the brakes didn't work. All right. Here we go into March. Okay, so first thing first, have a look at this land. They planted a lot of cotton up there. Gee. So it's these four, 660. We're gonna buy it. So now we're gonna plant these two. Okay, we'll repair it first. Yeah. So it's as tricky today as it was the other day. Here we go. We're out. All right. All right. And what did we say for said oats on one and soybeans is April for the other. We're gonna have to see and make sure that it does the fields correctly. We'll bring the other tractor up to do rolling after we've done the seeding. Planting, I guess, call it. And then we'll do it all over again for the other field. Oh, here comes the snow. Hopefully this is not gonna be an issue with our planting up here. I'm gonna do 292. Gonna be oats. I think it's this one. Let's see what it does with coursework. Okay. That is circled in nicely. Do 2 headlands. Boom. Perfect. Gonna move it over to the left a little bit. All right, start at the first waypoint. Okay, we're putting oats in the ground. Yield bonus is 95%. It'll go up to 97 or 98 once you roll it. Okay. Hold on. All right, we're gonna sell them. Okay. It's fine. Okay, I only have 2 tractors. All right. I thought maybe I had a third smaller one for doing some other stuff, but I do not. I have the wheel loader for doing everything that needs doing. And then we just have to wait for this guy to, one of the tractors to be ready for all the other stuff. All right. Kind of feel like the paint is getting hammered with on these things. Gotta say, there really isn't. I can't imagine what they're doing to the paint for it to suck this bad. Sure, they get dirty, but I mean, and repainting is expensive too. Gonna crank up the time a little bit. We don't have anything else to do in March other than planting this, and April we'll be planting the other one. Then May we have like nothing to do again. We may be able to mow the lawn. Take a look at that when we get once we get this up and ready to go over here. All right, we're gonna park it. Park it here. Check on the other one. All right, it's already coming back. Snow is gone already. Can't see it down there yet. Yeah, let's see what the grass is doing. It looks better. It's ready to harvest. Let's get the lawnmower out and we can start working on that. I don't have a tractor though to do the tedding at this point. I could dump the roller up there and bring the tractor back. A little difficult to see the border. So we want to do widespreading. Um, exactly why we're doing the headlands, but all right, so gonna bring it up a little bit to the right of the line here, and then it'll say go again. And we just missed a little bit next to that tree. This one should be okay. All right, so let's do 2 headlands. And just we'll just mow. And let's see. We're gonna call this silage. All right, gonna call that the silage spot. Which means you're gonna have to bale it as grass and wrap it. Or we can just take the tether and just get it done, and it's hay, and that'll be the third stack of bales that we need. All right, so since we are doing the spread, we should call this the on the hay. It just makes it easier for the tether. And then the other, we can just make it into a nice little neat row. And then run the baler and the wrapper and the collector. A lot of holes. All right, so we don't need a tether for a little bit. It's gonna take a little while to do the thing. The mower is pretty quick. I should get one of these for my yard. All right, so we're farming again. Which is pretty cool. Checking on the cattle. We need more mineral feed. Is there any way I can buy that in like more bulk? It's only the pallet I can buy. Can buy more pallets, but that's still expensive. Is there mineral feed here? No. Is there a production? I think I seen that there was production for mineral feed. I will have to look into this one. This is basically a building that makes TMR. And just like for the robotic here, you just have 3 dumping areas. And you get TMR out on the little tower on the end. There might be a mod for making mineral feed. But I think we're just gonna have to like, I don't know how much we put in. And it won't even let me buy it in more than one at a time. All right, let's go get those 2 pallets. I mean, sure, I can cheat and just dump a whole lot of mineral feed into some kind of container. Uh, but let's try and not cheat, shall we? At least now that we've gotten everything kind of started. Alright, we should be able to dump this off, get away before that thing comes back. Then we'll get the second pallet. Right, here we go. Alright, there's a little robot going back in his little hole. Alright, all that finished before we could even plant it. That should last us a couple of months. Alright. Let's see, how are we doing? We got 59,000 liters of food, 13,000 liters of milk. So we're halfway where we need to be on the milk. I think the where was the this one is 32,000. 68. This one is 52,000 for 42. I already forgot how much the other one was. 52, 68. So it's cheaper and carries more, which is typically what mods are for, right? Um, these are the TMR things. I don't want to use that. You can also get like this thing. They're really cool and all, but it's very expensive. Might be something to think about for the other cow barn we're putting up, but you know, not now. There's going to be a little bit of work on this because we gotta ted it. Um, so we're gonna just flip it over basically and dry it out, and then we're gonna collect it in bales, pick up the bales and move them over to the barn. And in the meantime, we can mow the other area. Once we picked up all the bales, and move them out of the way, we can roll it. And fertilize if we need to, and then we also need to do the same on the other field. If I had another tractor, we could do more faster, but I mean, I don't think. Granted, we don't need this huge tractor for this tiny little job, but like spending $500,000 on another tractor isn't really business friendly right now. So we're just gonna mow this and be done with it. I think that makes the most sense. It may seem crazy to carry a $2 million balance here, but it's expensive getting started with a big farm. Well, let's see what this one says. They're harvested. There's nothing done with them. I should have checked that before, man. Because now I don't have sunflowers at all. And this is wheat and growing. Okay, so this is fine. This needs to be planted. Are we gonna put oats on here too then? Or are we, let's see. So I got wheat and oats. Those are the two I need really. Barley is fine. Um, can't plant that now though. There's only oats I can plant this early that is giving me quick access to straw. I think we put oats there as well. And then once that have been harvested, we can put barley on for next year. And Uh, do I have time for that though? I think you're gonna leave it be. Those fields are huge up there, so it will take forever to get that done. I just think we'll just put oats on that on the field as well. Right, I do have to move. I do have to move this. This isn't supposed to be for tool storage. This is supposed to be for uh, storing bales. Yeah, I think the way to go is to plant these two, this field and that field, and then roll them after. Use the same tractor for both jobs. This tractor is going to be busy down here. With harvesting this hay. Oh, we'll just get it ready to go. The mowing is almost done. I don't really want to run it until it's done mowing. But I really do feel like a third tractor now just to get like some of this stuff done. Because on this one there's going to be mowing, tedding, and baling, and on the other field it's going to be mowing, baling, wrapping, plus pickup. So there's like 4 jobs on each field, and I have 1 tractor to do 6 of those jobs. Actually, there's more because I also gotta run the. Did I not get a? Uh, there's the grass. Hold on. Grassland care. Maxi roll is for grass. Did I not? I did not get one of these. I have none of these. 6 meters, 6.3 meters. 3 meters. Um, gonna go with this one. So there's one more thing that needs to be done. It will just bring up our production just a little bit. It's a relatively small price to pay for that. All right, we have a field over here with barley. I think. It's 4 out of 6. So that will be harvestable in probably 2 months. This is canola. It's a pretty big field. 3 months. And then the other field up here is wheat. It's also gonna be 3 or 4 months maybe. Four out of 7. 5 out of 8. Yield bonus is plus 98, and that's because it hasn't been mulched. A long time ago. All right, so here we are. This is the end for this one. The mower has one small strip left. And there we are. Now I'm going to bring it over here. Same parameters. All right. Yeah, I don't want it to go zigzag and get maybe stuck into these trees or whatever. So we're doing 3 headlands around. Gonna get that started. Put you over here. Don't really care how you do this, buddy. Just wrap it up. All right. So this is hay. The thing is, the baler probably needs. It's only 250. Okay. The tether doesn't need anything to worry about. The bale loader doesn't say. The bale wrapper doesn't say. There, the have to go for a smaller, a 900. Still big and still a lot of money. 280. Of course, I don't have to get a Fent. What do we have? That's about 250. All right, let's see. What can we do? Um, okay, wheel setup, weights, standard roof setup. Door panorama window. Okay, interior design 1. Gonna do design 2. Fuel tank setup plastic. What the hell? Attach that. And that's 250. Not really sure what the difference between these two engines is. 52, same price. Other than the name, there's no difference. Okay. We just needed a little bit more to tie us over. The baling is going to be the biggest thing here. Can I get that under? Ah, it clips through. Okay. So let's see on what we own here now. The tether has a working width of 9 meters. And the baler has a working width of we don't know. Okay. Working width is 29.5 feet. And this one is wider. Which means not much. I can change it down to 29.5. Now it's the same. Now I can technically copy this and paste it in here. And I can have this run in exactly the same path as the other one. And they'll never collide. Gonna give it some head start though. So we'll let this one go and do its 2 full laps and then start on the ups and downs. And then we can start bailing. Yeah, it's a bit of a funky shape on this one, but it is what it is. Seems like the working width is a little bit off because it is tracking quite a bit into its own path. So it's flipping over like a foot into the old there. So this one goes at 9 miles an hour. It's kind of important to make sure that the baler doesn't go any significantly faster. Because we really don't need them to catch up and collide. Not really worried about where it heads in relation to where things were mowed. It just heads the whole field. Are you gonna work your way all the way down? No, okay. So we'll get this one started going up the line here, and then we can send out the other guy. And there'll always be a line or two between them. Just hoping that the mower doesn't get too confused over there. So yeah, everything here is fine. Gotta roll it and fertilize it. I'll deal with that. Get there. All right. Get this guy down to waypoint number 1. Send him around. All right, so the only concern here is that the first bale that comes out might be grass and not hay because there was grass already in the baler. And I'm not sure if it makes the bale out of what was in it first or What went in it later? So that's hay, which is perfect. That's what we wanted. All right, but I think you're gonna have to stop it there. I gotta run and do some other things, and yeah, this is game over.